What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, Duel commentary. We have William SCG, and his rating is 1339 versus Lagarto 77. I actually didn't see what he took off of the duality. I know it was, I believe, Carrier, Stealth, and Monolith. And he took a Helix from Scout, thus the 7200 life points. Okay, so it looks like he's going to normal the Helix and pass turn. I actually think Helix is starting to become a better turn one summon than Carrier. Okay, charge of Light Brigade. Finally, no Shadows. Ah, yes, no Shadows and no Necros. As soon as I saw Qliphort at the top, I was like, please don't be playing against Shadows or Necros. A really good charge of Light Brigade there, as he has Void Seer, and I think that was Onu that he milled to the graveyard. Okay, so he gets Raiden. I'm kind of viewing out the side of my eyes because my Capitals are playing, but we're down, so we're down and we're playing like shit, so I'm kind of mad about that. Alright, and looks like he's going to activate Reasoning. Oh, Lord. We're down 3-1. Alright, basically game over now. Anyways, back to this duel. Alright, so he calls level 3, I guess because he still has a couple. I mean, he still has possibly 2 or 3 Luminas in there. Did Reasoning resolve that quick? I looked away for like 2 seconds. Anyways, he activates another one. This time he sees Card Trooper. Okay, so Card Trooper is summoned. That first Reasoning must have been like a really big, just bust. Alright, so he's going to activate Trooper's effect. 1, 2, 3. Hits 2 more Infernoids. Oh, you know what? He could totally just Black Rose his field right now. It just dawned on me. Black Rose is a real legitimate threat right now. So he's going to activate Raiden's effect. And he's constantly hitting Infernoids. It seems like every single one of his mills, my man is hitting an Infernoid. I'd be shocked if anything but Black Rose came out right about now. And there's the Black Rose Dragon we expected. Okay, so he has to use a Fiendish Chain. Keep in mind though, he still could, what's it called? Does he have a Stydamus in there? He could summon Stydamus and he could go Draco Sack and he could totally just pop the Qliphort Scout. I mean, that seems like a really good play. Actually, screw that. Why would you even pop it? You could just attack first and then pop it. So you activate Solemn Warning on the Stydamus, which tells me I don't have a Mirror Force. But I mean, it ain't like he can't just summon it back. I mean, my man has, I know he has at least 2 more Infernoids in there. He ain't even banished Onu yet. So he's getting rid of the Harmadique and the Onu. And he summons it right back. That was what I expected him to do. Actually, yeah, you could just attack the Helix, banish the Scout, and then Draco Sack the face down, and the Fiendish Chain just becomes null and void. Alright, so Helix is done. He's going to use the Banish effect to get rid of Scout. And you get rid of Scout rather this way because you don't want it ever coming back. Like, you don't want to pop it with Draco Sack and then have to deal with it later. I assume he's going to make Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. And right now it's looking really good for William SGC, despite the fact that I guess his first Reasoning didn't do anything. Again, I looked to wait for a second to watch my caps get scored on again. Okay, so what's that face down? Reckless Greed and Qliphort. Don't really know about that one, but okay. Especially anytime, like I like Reckless Greed as a card. I would be lying to you if I said I didn't use it in some of my regional decks, but I hate using it on my opponent's turn. Like, I want to use it after my draw phase so that I can maximize its potential, because he only has 3 cards right now, and if he doesn't have a Scout, he's really not doing anything. He activates Upstart Goblin, which I'm sure William will be like, oh, I'm perfectly fine with that. First off, I've got Draco Sack on board, so it's hard for you to get through this to begin with, but then on top of that, you're giving me more life points. So you see a Carrier summoned. That will attack the token. Man, he needs Soul Transition, and like badly, because that's like the only card that I could see really helping him potentially run this back is Soul Transition. So he launches Draco Sack at the back row. Ah, it's another Reckless Greed. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think he'll have any problem getting over the 1 Carrier. Actually, it could potentially get OTK depending on what his hand did. Oh my goodness, 3 reasonings in a turn. Stop it. Stop it, William. So he calls 3. He's got multiple Void Seers in there. That's Patru and Antandel. Hits a mistake. Another Stydamus, so alright. He doesn't get his Lumina, but I guess you can say that he traded that for the 3 Infernoids, which, okay, well, that's the end of that duel. He was going to be able to probably summon back 2 Infernoids this turn. If nothing else, he could have just summoned the Stydamus or Antandel and just went straight into beatdown mode. And again, he still had 2 cards in his hand. I guess whatever Lagarto drew just wasn't good. Even if he had, even if he really had Scout in his hand, I'm not really sure if that would bring him back, because he was going to eat battle damage. He was going to have to pay 800 more, and he didn't really have a lot of resources in his extra deck. All he had was 1 Helix. So anyways, thank you guys for watching as always.